Good afternoon, everyone. I'm not very good with protocols, so I'll just say all protocols observed. My name is DJ Adeyanju. I'm a lawyer, and I'm also a troublemaker. Thank you. I'll now give the mic to Martins.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Martins Vincent Ote. I am from Edo State. They call me Verydarkman on Instagram. Now that the camera is on me, thank God the people that move powers are here. I would like to say the people of Borno State, a flood carried their house, so they've contributed a lot of money for the governor and he's here to do something about them. So you people have to put focus on that before we move on.
It's introduction, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Dear colleagues, we didn't come here to play.
Trouble I was referring to is good trouble, not bad trouble. Very, very good. Troubles towards development of our nation.
Just introduction we want from you.
Yes, my name is DJ Adeyanju. I've done the intro already. So I respectfully withdraw if there's any misgivings. Thank you.
Chairman, all protocol duly observed. My name is Awerusuo Genomu Esquire. I'm a legal practitioner, and I'm the counsel for Bobrisky, Idris, also known as Idris. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We will come to that. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, this is a speech delivered by Honorable Ginger Onwusibe, Chairman Joint Committees on the Investigation of Disturbing Allegations of Corruption against the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Nigerian Correctional Services during the investigation hearing on Monday, 30th September 2024, at the House of Representatives, New Building, National Assembly Complex. I welcome you all to this very significant investigative hearing on the allegations of corruption leveled against the Economic and Financial Crime Commission and the Nigerian Correctional Service by Mr. Idris O, a popular Nigerian cross-dresser also known as Bobrisky. It was reported that during his recent incarceration, Bobrisky was allegedly given separate accommodation outside the facility of the Nigerian Correctional Service due to financial inducements of some personnel of the Nigerian Correctional Service. It was also reported that some EFCC operatives demanded a sum of 15 million naira as bribe to give Bobrisky what is termed as soft landing in his case. Worthy of note is another financial inducement of an alleged 10 million naira to Falanas in their offer to Bobrisky to facilitate his release through the Minister of Justice using presidential pardon. Flowing from the above, it is very clear that these allegations of corruption are weighty controversies against two of the nation's key agencies. They are symbols of national unity, honor, and discipline. Hence, all must be ready to give the fullest cooperation as we try to get to the root cause and unravel the facts of the matter. Fellow Nigerians, you may agree with me that this development is very dangerous to the image of our country and democracy among the Committee of Nations, which calls for careful investigation, diligent analysis, and sober reflection. In course of our work, and looking sincerely at the terms of reference, we should be able to expose corrupt activities and risks. Need to keep public sector honest, transparent, and accountable, curb dishonest practices, and ensure public sector employees act in public interest. The danger of corruption in any public agency cannot be overemphasized, for it can result to financial losses, damage to employee morale, damage to its reputation, and lead to focus and resources being diverted away from delivering core statutory rules and services to the country. Corruption is an insidious plague that has a wide range of corrosive effects on the society. It undermines democracy and the rule of law and leads to violation of decent societal values. Widespread corruption deters investment, weakens economic growth, and undermines the rule of law. Corruption undermines public trust in authority, which can lead to civil unrest and unnecessary political dislocations and tensions. Today, we seek through probe into the allegations of corruption in Nigeria Correctional Services and the Economic Financial Crimes Commission. An unconditional comprehensive investigation into the damning allegations. You will agree with me that all allegations are reprehensible behavior, highest form of indiscipline, unprofessionalism, which must be confronted with absolute zero tolerance and severe consequences for would-be culprits. Therefore, our job as a committee is to engage in unconditional and comprehensive investigations of these allegations specified above. In fiercely resisting this scandal, which has caused serious rupture within the concerned two national agencies, this committee will not tolerate any compromise on its core values of integrity, transparency, and accountability. And we must be thorough and unbiased in our investigation. In the face of these brushing challenges, and I implore us all to pay adequate attention in uploading valuable guidelines, practical strategies, and vigorous perspectives to ultimately prescribe reasonable advice to relevant stakeholders and punishment as the deterrence to others in future. At this point, I want to deeply appreciate the confidence reposed on the committee and to state without missing words that the 10th House of Representatives, under the able leadership of Right Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, is committed to the best global practices in delivering democratic dividends to Nigerian people. Hence, the prompt emergence of this special investigative exercise. Before I conclude, I want to call our attention to the fact that we must limit ourselves to the subject matter for which we are here today. We don't want anybody to deviate from the reasons why we are here today. And the reasons why we are here today is very clear. And I have mentioned three of them. One is that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission was accused of demanding and receiving bribes in the sum of 15 million to remove 2 counts of money laundering contained in the original 6-count charge against Mr. Idris from the Federal High Court. Secondly, that the correctional facility collected the sum of 15 million from Mr. Idris to place him in VIP accommodation, being an apartment outside the correctional facility for the duration of his prison term. Thirdly, that Mr. Femi Falana's son collected the sum of 10 million naira from Mr. Idris to pursue a pardon from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu through the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation. Conclusion. As a committee, we must be able to put on our moral armor to crack severely the foundation of these weighty and devastating allegations, to try and rescue the federal agencies involved from the brink of unprecedented danger and ridicule. Finally, we should also be able to evolve a strategy to jointly prescribe the culture of true professional ethos within the Nigerian Correctional Services and the EFCC. God bless you all and happy deliberation. Ginger Onwusibe, House Committee Chairman on Financial Crimes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That was the chairman of the Joint Committee. Honorable members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I have the permission of the chairman
To me and Bobrisky, so I don't see any reason why I'll be here and Bobrisky will not be here. Now, my lawyer will be the one to talk, and I will not say a word because I will not want to walk out on the people that would enough to be my father. So I won't say anything until Bobrisky is here and the EFCC chairman is here. Thank you very much.
Let me crave your indulgence to say that I do know this is Parliament, presided over by the chairman of the House Committee on Anti-Corruption, and very eminent members of this committee. Let us be bound by the rules of this business. The very fundamental rule that we have as a rule of practice here in Parliament is that when a witness is invited to testify, the witness can only leave the point of testimony upon being discharged by the chairman. And so with due respect to the first witness that has been called, I want to move with the chairman that the witness so called, as it were, goes back to the point of testimony until he is discharged by the chairman of this hallowed committee. That is first. Then second, it is not the witness that sets the rule for Parliament. Parliament has its rule of practice. And so to that extent, it is from the chair that will determine the rules for this proceeding. So it's the chairman that can discharge a witness, the chairman that sets the rules. So to that extent, Mr. Chairman, may I move with respect a motion that the first witness as called to testify be sworn, as it is the practice of Parliament. Then we'll take it up from there, Mr. Chairman. This is serious business, and this is not the first time we're having an investigative hearing. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I so move.
I represent the Nigerians, especially the heartbeat of Lagos, which is the song. Mr. Chairman and the co-chairman and distinguished colleague, by virtue of Section 88, Sub 1, Sub B, this Parliament has the power to invite anybody and investigate any person. Therefore, it is an aberration for a witness to come before us and say he will not say nothing. Mr. Chairman, in line with the previous speaker, I insist, this South seeks that the witness return back to the witness box and give evidence. Secondly, I hereby second it.
That Mr. Martins Vincent return to the witness box and continue with his presentations. If you are in support, may you say aye? Aye. Those who are against, say nay. The ayes have it. Mr. Vincent, let me address you. You are you don't have much to say here. All you need to do is to adopt the video you posted. That is just that. Just say it's you that posted that video and your source. We have the video already. Just say this video, you posted it and this is the source. It's just the video. That is the only business you have here. Then we can ask you questions.
As I earlier said, my lawyer will be the one to speak. I'm not saying anything. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for yielding the floor to me. Mr. Chairman, I do not think that's taking this investigative hearing seriously. I think we need to move to the next level and get him compelled. He was the one that was invited. So if he came here with his lawyer, that is his own private business. He must talk to us because Parliament has invited him. And I don't think we should accept this from him at all. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, permit me to say this. I think you are taking this thing so simple, and that is why one of our guests is doing what he's doing. This is Parliament. We are not acting outside the Constitution that empowers us as a Parliament. It is bound on him, as you have called him to that witness box, to speak to us. Even adopting whatever he has been submitted, it also has to come from what he has said before adopting it. And also I want to add, for those who are yet to get there, it is your submission here that is final. What you say is final. And that should be abided by. If that is not taken, you can invoke the law of the house. Thank you so much.
Maybe he may want to talk to us because this is a parliament. We have our rules here. You made these weighty allegations. You are supposed to lead this process. And I know that you thought well before you came public to make these allegations. So what I am saying is that you are still there on the witness box, and we expect you to address us. It is not your duty whether Bobrisky came here or not. That one concerns us. We also have our constitutional powers to subpoena him to come here. We have those powers. So you are not expected to dictate to us what we should do. So we expect you to talk to us, but where you refuse, we can invoke the constitutional powers we have here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If the proceedings and also assist parties before this committee. I have a background as a lawyer. I've practiced for over 14 years, and I hold a doctorate degree in law. I also know that even in regular court sessions, the absence of the accused person's counsel or accused person himself does not stop the prosecution from continuing the course of his business. And Parliament had issued 3 notices to parties, and parties are before us. Whoever is not before us, it is the business of Parliament to decide what to do, whether to issue a bench warrant from here or whatever it is. That is the business of the committee. In fact, the chairman of the committee, who presides over this session. And so I want to state here clearly, for avoidance of doubt, that in the event that the gentleman who is here as a witness refuses to respect the fully constituted committee of the House, sitting in its place as another mandate of the National Assembly, pursuant to the relevant provisions of the Constitution, part of Parliament, according to the justice of this case. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
To invite senior government officials that have come here. Members of the House of Reps are gathered here based on the allegations that were made. So I think it's important to emphasize that the witness needs to speak to these allegations that were on social media to speak and let us understand how and why these allegations were made. You need to speak as a witness, as I've been invited. Otherwise, this House will exercise its powers as members have said. Senior government officials are here. The Correctional Service, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, they are all here. So it's important that you speak to these allegations that you made, please.
All right. Can I? Kelechi Nwogu. Why we stepping here today? The gentleman there has already been administered oath here, and we are elected by the people. We are not just here by our own. Our people mandated us to be here. And the House has directed that we must carry on with this investigation. We have investigated a lot of agencies, not just individuals. Where an institution like EFCC, prisons, have been mentioned, we can't sweep it under the carpet. It's like giving goat yam to look after, and the next thing somebody is telling you story. So you are there already to testify. I will advise you, go ahead, give your testimony. Nobody should mislead you. People voted for us to be here. The powers of this House cannot be taken for granted, and we will not allow it. You will step in here and tell 360 members of the House of Representatives that you're not going to say anything. If you do that, we've not set good principle for the Parliament. So I want to beg you, the power behoves on us to protect the citizens and institutions, which you're also one of them, and these institutions are here. So I will plead to you to go ahead. Nobody should deceive you. And I want to plead with your lawyer. You see, we invited him, not you. You've been raising your hand. We are in charge here. Here, we are in charge. And I just want you to know that. So you should allow your client, for here, we invited him here. Allow your client to testify. This is not, if you feel whatever we've done here, you are not okay with it. You have other routes to also express your, you have routes to appeal. So I hereby second the motion moved by my colleague that the man should go ahead. Thank you.
All right, dear colleagues, if he needs the help of his lawyer to talk, let us allow you to say what you want to say. Let's hear you. Give him the microphone.
Sorry, sirs. Let him talk.
Basically, what he's saying is that the person who made all the allegations against the security agencies is not here. The person does not respect this House. That's what he's saying. Number two, I'm just re-echoing what we have discussed. Number two, he's saying that he has not said he's not going to speak. At least we came prepared. We came with almost everything that is needed by this committee here. We have even come with additional evidence that is not even available online. We have come with everything. So he's not saying, I don't want to assist the committee, I don't want to talk. He's saying because that person who should be here, who is not here, who has sent a lawyer to represent he or she, that he too is not going to talk directly, that he's going to talk through his counsel. That's just all he's saying, and nothing more.
In addition, I would like to say, the man from my state He said if I don't speak, they'll move a motion to detain me. I will not mind being detained until I will not mind. Okay, sorry, please. And also in the voice notes, Bobrisky said something about a godfather. So it's obvious that there's a godfather somewhere that might maybe told him not to come, and then nothing will happen because he has disrespected everybody here by not coming, and you are trying to force me to talk, and you are already throwing a little threat that you detain me. I'll stay in the cell. And this is not my first time, it's not my second time. So I'll go and stay there until he's ready. But for now, I will not say anything. If I say anything, let me die.
It's okay. The Learned Council, we have taken note of the fact that Bobrisky is not here. It is on us to decide the next line of action, not on you. He has let us know that you came here prepared. Why don't you allow your client to make his speeches and adopt the documents here and submit it? Yeah. Because let me tell you, excuse me. Yes, excuse me. Order, please. We didn't come here to play. We did not come here to play. That Bobrisky is not here. He is not the only person we invited. We invited EFCC, they are here. Members of the correctional services, they are here. There are other people who are also here. Even the prosecutor is here. The man you are accusing that withdrew the charges is here. It's not only Bobrisky. The same people that are accused of collecting money and moving him from the medium prison to elsewhere, they are also here. So it's not only Bobrisky that is here. We can take you people today, take correctional, take EFCC. If Bobrisky did not arrive at the end of this section, we will also take a decision on it. So I don't think we should be begging or pleading with you people to take care of this, to talk on this. I don't think so. We don't even want any legal representation here. Your client is here. He is here, life and body. So this controversy don't need to arise at all. Yes.
Mr. Chairman, honorable colleagues. Mr. Chairman, honorable colleagues. There's a saying where we come from that a clear conscience will ultimately fear no accusation. I see no reason why an adaptation of his documents, both online and the additional ones which you have said you have brought, cannot be made. But to make a mockery of the House and say you will not speak, and if you speak, you will die, it's not civil, which I expect us all to be at this point. We are not prosecuting him. We are trying to find out and get to the root of this very heinous and grievous allegations made to state officials. So, my brother, his legal counsel, I implore you to speak to your client to do the needful and move forward. Bobrisky, whether he, she, it is not here, it is irrelevant. Because when he, she, whatever, is going to be spoken to, if he's not here, then we will handle that issue there. The Economic Crimes Commission is here, the correctional services are here. So let us move forward, my dear brother. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, I yield.
Mr. Chairman, meeting him or not, that Bobrisky, who is the center of this matter, should be properly addressed so that we do not send a wrong signal. Already Bobrisky is claiming to be untouchable. He's claiming to be untouchable. He has put the EFCC in bad light. He has put the correctional services in very bad light. And this young man, even though he's